Hey, this is Nerd Sage. This is my fourth vid on my Space Trucker series. I'm looking at and highlighting certain ships that I like that would function great as a space truck, basically to haul cargo and loot, that kind of thing. And a good way to put some credits in your pocket. I mean, a really good way to do that. So I've covered the Starfarer, which is my first choice, the Freelancer, second choice, and the Constellation Taurus, which is my third choice. Here's my fourth one, the Misk uh, Core. Here, this ship is a mini hauler. It's like the Avenger Titan. The Avenger Titan is also uh, a cargo ship, but I covered that in another video. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out on my upload page. But here, the Misk Core is a mini hauler. It is built with Xeon technology, the same kind of technology that powers the those really exotic looking alien ships. Was it the Carthu Owl? I think that's what it's called. The same technology has been back engineered to run this ship. So if you look at it, it has some similarities to those alien ships. The kind of like the bubble like cockpit windows. And this ship also has two modes. It has a vertical flying mode and a horizontal landing mode. This is the horizontal landing mode. You can take off and land like this. It also has a tractor beam, which I think that is. This is a tractor beam? I don't know. But it has a size 3 gimbal here, which would likely be for your. I think the tractor beam is supposed to go right here. So you can put a tractor beam here, and you can aim it at something, and you can like move it in space closer to your ship, and then you can probably EVA out and push it into your cargo hold, which is a pretty decent looking cargo hold. You can also arm the ship. I mean, this is. Would I use this for like combat? No, no. Uh, the Core is not a combat style ship. Um, Honestly, I think a lot of players they think, okay, what can I fight with it? It's not always about fighting in this game. I'm learning that it's about learning how to survive and how to like endure. So of course, if you're faced with a battle, learning how to fly and fight back is crucial. But would I purposely fly into a battle with something like this? Hell no, not a chance. You will get your ass tore off, really. Um, why do I say that? One, this is not a very fast ship. It's not very fast. It's moderately fast. It has a moderate speed of maneuverability, so it can move around a little bit, but it cannot dip and dodge and dive. Okay, it's just not built for that. It's built for hauling. And according to the specs, it's supposed to have missiles. I think it's going to have missiles coming out of here eventually because the ship is not done. So it's supposed to come with missiles too. Just a handful, maybe like 2 or 3 of them. But it does come with like size 1 lasers standard. It comes with these two standard. So you can upgrade these to I would probably upgrade these to like a repeater or something so you can get more bang for your buck. But it has two size 1 wing points, hard points. And of course it has this, your size 3 gimbal. Now you can add a gimbal to this and a size 2 weapon. I experimented with like with a bulldog repeater. Um, what else did I try with? The Mantis Chain Gun, which that was a lot of fun. I turned a lot of heads with that when people saw this ship in space with a big old mantis attached to the end of it. They had to stop and take a look at it. But it's it's a really cool ship. And for a footnote, if you own a Reliant Sin, you will get this as a loaner until the Sin is ready for flight. Um, the Reliant Sin is built similarly to this. It'll look like this. kind of like on the outside, except it's a yellow ship, but they look pretty similar. Okay, so let's look at the inside here. This is how you get in. This is a really nice. See, this cargo hold reminds me of the Avenger. If you looked at the back of the Avenger, they both look really similar, about the same size actually. So um, you really honestly you can't go wrong with either one. I mean, except for one ship, you can actually go. You can do battle with one ship. And that's the Avenger Titan. In the Avenger ship, you can go to, you can just take it and go into Arena Commander and just cut loose, do what you want to do, because those are really great ships. They're fast, they're maneuverable. But this ship is just, I can't stress that enough. This ship is just not built for that. It really is not built for that. It's just built for hauling cargo. So you will put your cargo in these brown areas, and here's your walkway right here in the middle. So you put your cargo crates and stuff over here and over there. And here's your cockpit. So when you're in the cockpit, is this one nearly? It reminds me of the Mustang Beta because it has such a big bubble of a cockpit. You have ultimate visibility. When you're in flight mode, the wings rotate to a vertical position. So the co-pilot seat rotates underneath the pilot seat. So when you're in flight mode, please don't get out the seat, or you're just going to fall down. Because that happened to me. Or you're just going to fall into the bottom of the cockpit, and you'll be stuck underneath the cockpit seat, the co-pilot seat, and that really sucks. And I had to like suicide and respawn my ship. So don't do that. Also, when it's in flight mode, the area back here tends to compress a little bit, so you can't put you can't fit a doggone tongue tied. You can't fit a dragonfly or a Nox back here. There's just not enough room. Can't fit that back here. This ship is built strictly for hauling stuff. That's it. That's all I'm going to use it for. Because I haven't even, if you look at it, I haven't even upgraded the weapons or anything like that because I don't plan on using it for fighting. It's just not made for that. It's not made for fighting. Yeah, I could put a weapon on here, and I have tried that, but this is just not a fighting ship. It's just not. It's made to haul stuff, pick stuff up, drop stuff off. And that's it. That's it, really. I mean, if you want something like this to fight with, they have the uh, um, it's another Reliant variant. I forget the name of it. The Tana, yeah, the Reliant Tana Skirmisher. It's a fighter. Well, it's kind of like a fighter, and it's built like this, and it comes with better weapons. Though I don't know how that's going to fare either, because one thing I noticed about this game is that there are a lot of asteroids in this game. Okay, a lot of areas where there are a lot of big, fat, floating rocks. And if you have something with a wingspan this wide, that's vertical, okay, vertical, like the Slave One ship in The Empire Strikes Back, it works like that. If you have something like that, um, you're going to ram into something. You're going to tear your ship up, especially when you're trying to maneuver and dodge missiles and that kind of thing. This ship is just not built for that. I wish the Tana Skirmisher was ready so I can like rent it out and take it into arena and see how it flies. But this ship is just not made for that. So please don't like get this ship and then go flying out there in the PU thinking you could defend yourself, because you really can't. Not that well. You are going to get your ass peeled, okay? Just don't take this ship out there and think you're going to, start some shit and fight and you're going to fight off a Hornet or something like that. 'Cause it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, you'll be able to fight off the NPC pirates, but to a degree, because they'll be moving a lot faster than you. This ship is moderate when it comes down to speed, but you'll be coming up against things like the 325A, the Cutlass Black, the Hornets, not going to fare well for you, man. I'm telling you that right now. Just don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, if you have no choice to fight in this ship, then that it is what it is. But would I uh, get this as a package as my only ship? Hell no. I would not recommend that. This you will get this ship and rely on it too much, and you will get frustrated to hell because it just doesn't function that way. It is a cargo carrier, man. It's just built to carry stuff. That's it. It's not built to fight back. It's not built to race. It's not built for uh, um like uh, doing crazy maneuvers with. It's just not made that way, man. I mean, you can fly it around, you can maneuver whatever, though, but it's just just let the sleeping dog lay, man. Just leave it alone. I mean, if you take something like this out into Arena Commander, you're really gonna get your feelings hurt. You won't last 3 rounds. I mean, you'll be done within 10 minutes. But I mean, if you just want to just haul cargo and do, man, as long as you have your wits about you and you go into areas that are not occupied by hostile forces. I mean, you would not want to take something like this into a Vanguard Trump. You will be dead. That's it. That they will take your ship, take your cargo, and leave you floating as a dead husk. I mean, just don't do it. Don't do it. But for making money, for hauling stuff, just simply hauling stuff from point A to point B, this will get it done. It's a good ship. It's an attractive ship. It's an eye-catching ship, mind you. I mean, because you don't see too many of these in the PU. You really don't. And when you do see one, you have to stop and take a look at it. Because um, at first glance, it looks like a moth. I mean, it does. It looks like a giant one-eyed moth. Because you really can't tell here on the floor. But when you're in space and you fly around this thing, it looks like a giant moth until it goes to vertical mode and you go, oh shit! But that's it. It's not fast. I think the fastest one out of them will be the Tana because it has a bigger generator, a bigger engine, and again better weapons. So that one you can go fighting with if you want to, but it still has that same giant wing configuration. And why is this ship moving? It's 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 moving. Okay, yeah. Again, the hangars are still kind of buggy. They haven't finished nailing stuff down, so it'll stay still when you spawn it. But yeah, I mean, the Mist core, I still like this core. I like this ship. I like the design of it. For what I like to do with it, just hauling things and maybe doing some local runs in it. Yeah, it's fantastic, man. And you can fly it as one man. You do not have to have an NPC or a second player in that co-pilot seat. You don't need it. I mean, you can go out there solo if you want to, and do your runs and your cargo trips and everything, and be just fine. Again, just use common sense. Don't get a chip on your shoulder and think that you're gonna go out there in this core and say, "Yeah, I'm badass and I got a core." No, you're just gonna get your ass kicked. I mean, I can't say that enough. Really, I mean, it'll be tragic. I'm serious. Just don't do that. Just use the core for hauling. You're gonna haul it around. You haul your cargo and make your deliveries, make your pickups, sell some stuff. Something like this will be good for like patrolling a planet. Say if you found a deserted moon or old moon or a really big asteroid, and you want to check it out, see if there's some loot or something there. Well, this will do it. This will do it just fine. When it comes down to profiles, though, I mean tracking, I think this puppy will be really easy to track. Primarily because you see how big those engines are in the back, and of course this has a really big cross section. See how big this wing is, so it'll be really easy to pick up on radar. But it's got some pretty big engines back here that lets you know that it's kind of deceptive. It makes you think that it's going to be really fast, but this ship is not fast at all. I mean, again, it's moderate at best, and It's just a mini space truck. That's all it is. It's a mini space truck meant for picking up and dropping off cargo. That's it. Now you can use it for personal transport if you want to land on the moon in style. Well, hey, go at it, man. You're okay. I mean, because again, this ship will turn heads. You don't see too many of these out there because a lot of players, I'm telling you, a lot of players got a hold of this ship thinking it's something badass, and they got pound. I mean, they went out there and said, "Yeah, man, I got this core, man. It looks like a Boba Fett ship. It's cool. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna have a good old time. I'm gonna shoot everybody up." And Bubba got popped. Nope, no, not happening. No way, no how. So they CCU their ship. That's why you don't see too many of these anymore because people got a hold of them, went out there and said, "Yeah, I could do all kinds of stuff with this ship." Nah, no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. So they went out there, got blown up one time too many, and got sick of it, and so they got rid of it. So it's only a handful of us out there who own them, who still owns a core. Um, so again, I can't stress this enough. Do not get this ship and think that you can fight with it because you're not. You're not. You're gonna get blown out the sky. Really. Um, can you run? Yeah, you can run real good in this ship. Most definitely. I mean, this ship is fast enough for that. Um, you can fight back if you want to. Again, you can upgrade your weapons to a degree. It only has size ones on the wing, so it's so you're sadly limited to what kind of weapons you can put on the wings. Now, you can definitely beef up your size 3 here, your gimbal. You could put something like a um, like what I did. I tried the Mantis. I tried a Bulldog. Heck, you can even put a scatter gun on here. If they fix the scatter gun, I think a scatter gun will do okay on this thing. Because again, you're not going to be like fighting people outright. You're going to be fighting them off. And the scatter gun is a great deterrent. I mean, you hit them a couple of times with that one, no shield, they're going to run. So again, this is the MISC core. This is my fourth choice for the space trucker. It is the equivalent of a small miniature U-Haul truck, man. That's what this is. And I think the cargo hold is comparable to the Avenger Titan. I think they both had about the same size, but I think this one is slightly bigger. So it may carry 1 or 2 more cargo units than the Titan does. So that's it. This is Nerd Sage 68, and I will see you in the verse.